Does anyone else notice the ongoing dehumanization? It doesn't matter what we're talking about, it's our culture in general. Does it make you think, who is this beneficial for? I want to start with YouTubers because they have a giant audiences of these young minds who are ready to listen to them and take everything they're given as actual truth. And that's kind of upsetting, because people nowadays, they don't really care about analyzing stuff that is being like sold to them, told them. I recently watched this YouTuber, and I think we all know who they are, Sab and Liz. And basically, I have seen the Sab's video, I have seen Wizard Liz videos, and yes, they helped me a lot, they made me feel more confident. But there is this certain topic of relationships that I don't really like how she approaches, how she talks about it, because it just makes her seem like she's trying to avoid pain, like she's trying to avoid ever feeling hurt again, because she suffered a lot, and we all know that she did, and her sister did, and they came from an abusive household, and it's very sad. But how they talk about relationships makes me just feel very sad, very upset, and disappointed. Let's start with Sab's video. In the last video, she was talking about how you can't have a healthy relationship without accepting that this relationship will inevitably end. Like, there is only this one thing that is promised to us, one guarantee that we're given as humans, and that's that everything will end. People get married, people get divorced, people start dating, people break up. That's her outlook on this whole thing. That just opened my eyes to so many topics I want to talk about in this video, but it makes me feel so sad, because it's just a way of coping. Like, it's a way of avoiding pain, and I don't understand why so many people do not understand that. Maybe because they want to avoid it as well, but is it really the way? Is it really the way to look at your relationships? How can you be truly in love? How can you be truly committed to someone if every day, every single second, you think, oh, it's gonna end? It's a nice journey, but it's gonna end. How are you gonna build a future with this person? How can you even think about building a future with this person, or wanting to know them on a deeper level, if this will end? This sounds so childish, it sounds so immature. I just don't really like this message that they share with such giant audiences, that are like filled with young girls, men probably too, but mostly girls. And I understand why they are listened to, because yes, most of the things that they share are pretty interesting, but this is just not right. It's just how we are as humans. You can't, without going full in, like you can't experience the high highs without the low lows. You just, that's the nature. You can't. I understand the fear of feeling this pain again. Oh, I do. But it's just, I also understand that I will never ever be able to experience this feeling of deep connection with my person if I will accept the fact that, yeah, we're gonna break up someday. It will inevitably end. I mean, I'm not delusional. I don't go into a relationship thinking we will never break up, we will be together forever. No, it's just not realistic. But what I'm hoping for is that, yeah, I want a future with this person. I'm planning to like maybe getting married to them, having a life with them, and that's just how everyone is, and I hope they should be, because when we date, when we form a love connection, it's just wrong to go into it thinking that it's gonna end. I think it's kind of like unfair to another person. And about being unfair to another person, like your partner, I want to talk about Wizard Liz's video that she deleted because of the controversy, because from what I've seen, so many people agreed with me. That made me feel very happy, because her video rubbed me the wrong way. Oh my god. She posted a video about her breaking up with her ex. It almost makes me feel sorry for her. She was talking about why she broke up with her ex, and basically she told everyone that he would pay for everything for her. He was a soulmate for her, but she didn't like the fact that he would prefer her company to his friends, that he would want to spend a lot of time with her, and he would be like, no, fuck them friends, I want to spend time with you. And she was like, I felt suffocated and I broke up with him because I yes, it hurts, but I felt like I needed this to grow. And I'm like, bro, first of all, I'm very sorry for that partner of yours, because he probably thought that you're for real. He probably thought that you're gonna end up being his wife or whatever. And like, he probably thought that something as small won't bring the end to your relationship. Because if you have, even if you somehow disturbed by your partner wanting to spend a lot of time with you, which is weird, but okay. Everyone has their own attachment styles or whatever, has their own traumas, so it's all fine. You could talk to him, you could fix that, but like, it just sounds so childish, like you're running away from something because you were so heavily traumatized. Like, she was talking about the relationship, and the second thing, she called him a soulmate. She was like, I felt this connection instantly, we were soulmates. Is that what you did to your soulmate? Is that what we're doing now? To the people who call soulmates? Like, break up over literally nothing? Like, it's just, it gives me, I'm traumatized, I'm scared of commitment, I'm scared of feeling pain, so I'll just end it up myself as fast as possible, and that will make me feel safe. It's given unhealed. It's giving, please do not go into a relationship with anyone else, because this is just so wrong. Later, I have watched every single one of her videos because I really like her, just this particular topic. I really hate how she talks about it. And later, she said, they both were talking with her sister, and they both said, I don't think I ever was in love. I don't think I ever loved anyone. And I was like, yeah. Now that makes sense. Because I don't think you're actually capable of love. You're capable of being in a relationship, of being truly in love, if you can't commit to someone on the deeper level, if you're always looking for a way out, if you're always preparing yourself for a way out. Okay, now let's go on to the music. Music also plays a giant role in our lives. I myself a fan of female rap. Female rap is something that made me feel very empowered and very confident in ways I can't even describe. But here too, the part where they talk about relationships or treating men, how they're treating them, it just rubs me the wrong way. I understand why people love that, because it makes them feel in control, it makes them feel empowered, it makes them feel like, yeah, right, you can't hurt me. I myself a big fan of Megan Thee Stallion, for example, but the way she talks about relationships and treating men, I know that sometimes she does it in like a joking way, in an unserious way, but at the same time, you can kind of see the pattern throughout the whole female rap genre, as well as male rap genre. Of course, it's just I don't really listen to male rap, and I'm a female myself, so I'm talking about a female rap. The way they present men as someone who is replaceable, who is like a toy, I understand that it's like a reflection of male rap thing and how they treat women, but I think I will make another video on that because that is just sick. But how they present men is just, it just makes me feel so sad again. Like, in every song, there's this transparent message that, oh, you don't want to do what I want you to do? Then I will, like, replace you with someone else. And I understand that these are not songs about deep connections or stuff, but, like, these songs that young minds listen to, and they get this message, and they internalize this message anyway. They can't escape it, they hear it everywhere, and they can't help but they start to think this way as well. They start to be like, oh, you're replaceable. Oh, we don't give a fuck. And that it's not right. I mean, hookup culture, I think, partly became a thing because of the songs, because of the lifestyle that is being sold to many people. I don't know. This video shouldn't consist of, oh, this is very wrong, but this is very wrong. My point is, wherever we look, whatever we watch, listen to, we get this message from everywhere. Like, stop caring so much. This will all go away, you can find another one. And it just hurts me as this, I don't want to call myself that because I feel like it's cringe, but at the same time, as a lover girl, as someone who truly believes in real love, in connection, in commitment, in loyalty. And what hurts me more is I don't think a lot of people who consume this media understand how it affects them. And I don't think they understand why they like it so much. They're like, oh, it's just fun, it just makes you feel in control. But do you understand why? Do you understand that you're just a very unhealed individual, like many others, and you're just are very afraid of pain, and you shouldn't be, because newsflash, we're all gonna get hurt. This is unavoidable. This is life. You can't escape it. You will not be able to escape it. So that's my outlook on life. If you're gonna get hurt anyways, just go and do it. Give all of yourself to whatever you're doing. Do not be scared of failure. If you're in a relationship, you're in love, you're giving all your love. You do not withhold because you're like, but I'm gonna get hurt if I like going too deep. If we spend so much time together, then later, if we break up, I will feel so empty. You will feel empty anyway. You will cry anyway, you will hurt anyway. Just believe that it will last. Just believe in the best. I mean, it's your partner. You probably have the same outlook on relationships, on your future. So just go. Just go and enjoy it without being scared, without feeling like, without putting on this mask. Because I feel like also, especially music, gave people the ability to put on this cool mask, gave them the permission to be nonchalant with each other, with each other's feelings. And I hate that, because I'm a person who truly cares, and I feel like everyone should like truly deeply care about someone else as well. But like, it's like we're in this culture, in this point of time where when we just have somehow the social permission to be nonchalant. It's so childish actually, because our culture allows so many people to just stay immature, to treat others with unkindness, with unkindness. Okay. Whatever, you'll get it. With disrespect, with dishonesty. Nowadays, like, just look left and right. People are scared of commitment. People are scared of being fully in love. People are scared of devoting themselves to one person. Everyone is, men and women. They're like, oh, I'm gonna have like, I have a roster, I have my backups, I have like, so in case this person hurts me, I will be able to go there, there, and there. What kind of true connection and love we're talking about here, if that's what people are like nowadays? Wizard Liz and her sister and YouTubers like her, they always use this phrase, we come into this world alone and we're gonna leave it alone. But is this actually true? People strive for connection anyways, because that's just how we are programmed. Ever since we are brought into this earth, ever since we take our first breath, we are surrounded by people. We are surrounded by people who take care of us. We just program this way that we need connection with it. And like, ever since we take our first breath, we're surrounded by nurses, our mom, like maybe both parents, and then we go into our loving homes with families, grandparents, relatives. Then we go into schools, then we get like, we form a different type of connections there, then we get relationships. So relationships. So throughout our whole life, we are surrounded by connections that we so desperately strive for. And it's great. It's what people need. It's what people can't avoid. And people nowadays are trying to prove that they don't really need them. I just feel so upset that people nowadays, they feel like, and they sell this idea to everyone, that you can cut off anyone from your life. And you should want to, like, you shouldn't care about anyone. It should only be you. Don't care about anyone else. And these people don't mean a thing to you. But that's not right. First of all, that's not how we are programmed. I don't know who you're trying to sell this idea to, but that's just not true. You're lying to yourself, you're lying to other people. But that's not what we are. That's not how we are made. And it's just so cowardly. It's just so, you're being dishonest with yourself, you're being dishonest with others, you're just closing yourself off, and you're like letting yourself sit in this loneliness, in this pain, and because that's where you feel safe, that's where you feel like, this is where I'm not gonna get hurt. By doing this, you're also rob yourself of all this endless opportunities and connections that's gonna bring you so much happiness, so much peace. You will just stay unhappy if you listen to all this stuff that you get from all the social media. And I think people should really think about like why. Because people profit off lonely people. Do you understand how big market is for lonely people? Starting from sex stuff with like sex toys, sex dolls, sex services. Lonely people, people who are trying to deal with something alone, who are dealing with loneliness, pain, it's drugs, it's alcohol. I mean, this industries makes tons of money on these lonely people. Then again, gaming industries, basically everything that we use to make us feel less alone is how these people who are like the heads of these companies are the ones that are pushing this ideology onto us. The lonely epidemic right now, they are happy that it is happening now because they get to sell you all the stuff that you feel your void inside with. It can be anything. It can be makeup, it can be games, it can be clothes, it can be, again, all the stuff that I talked about before. Loneliness and all this detachment sort of lifestyle is very profitable for capitalism. Okay, I think like I dug too deep. I mean, it's hard enough to connect with people nowadays because of all the stereotypes we have. Look at how men are raised. Look at how detached they are from their emotions, from their feelings. This is already hard enough. And now we have modern culture that is like, women should be like that as well. People shouldn't care about their emotions and feelings at all. People should only care about the money. Like the values we have nowadays, the values that are pushed on us nowadays, is what leads us to feeling lonely, to being lonely. We are being taught to value things that are not valuable at all. And what I really don't like about Wizard Liz is that she really is all about this money. She wants her man to like pay for her bills and every single thing that she wants to buy. And it's like, why are you acting like children? Why are you... I mean, money good. Money brings you happiness. Money brings you stability. And I think traumatized people want money a lot for this reason, because they never had stability, they want money. So okay, but valuing money over a connection, over a person, over love, over someone else is insane. I really don't like how it's kind of normalized now. You are setting a trap for yourselves. Y'all are making up these fake values and you are suffering from it yourselves. And life is so hard already. We are kind of being conditioned to reject everything that gives us meaning, that gives us safety, bliss. I've been planning on making this video for a while now, and I have a screenshot of the reel on Instagram that I saw, and I really loved it. I just want to share because it's very on topic. You should know that there is a video of a woman and a man dancing in the dark, walking in the dark alley, going somewhere from a date or something. They look very happy and it all looks very romantic. And the caption says, "If you have found human beings like this, I hope you protect them. I hope you risk your heart for what you feel. I hope you believe that you are worthy of something full and pointed and real. I hope you never settle for less, because certain people are truly just rare, beautiful drops of borrowed light that finds their way to you. You don't feel alien with them. The otherness never arrives. There isn't a version of yourself you have to shed in order to feel connected to them. They see you clearly. You're held there. You're chosen there. Love becomes a safe space to rest your head, a place without artifice or armor. There are no hiding spots. Everything is unguarded and unvarnished, and there is freedom in that kind of openness, in that kind of vulnerability." That's what people are losing nowadays because of how shallow they become, because of everything that they are told, because of how they're afraid to feel pain and how they're afraid to open up. Is avoiding the pain and putting on the school mask of this cold person really worth losing someone that can bring your whole life meaning? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth losing someone that can make you feel like, oh, that is why I was put on this earth, to meet this person, to be happy with them? Is it really worth it? Is it? The sexism thing, do you understand how it contributes to the lonely epidemic? It keeps people from both sexes away from each other, even when they're in their relationships. You always have like the stereotypes that we put on each other anyway, even before we get to know each other, before we get to be in a relationship, or even after, when we get close to each other, we still have this like little tags that we put on each other, because we're being told, oh, that's what a woman wants, that's what a man wants, that's what women are like, that's what men are like. This is what contributes to the lonely epidemic as well. It makes us feel like we can't understand each other, but that is also a lie that we are being told. Every time I see... Okay, I really hope that everyone who watched this video understood my point and what I'm trying to say here. I know that life is scary and everyone is scared of being in pain or being left again or being played, but you lose much more when you decide to not go for it, when you decide to let your fears win you over. That's it.